How's it going, guys? Arto here, and today I'm bringing you a video in terms of space. Why getting space on the map is so important, and why when you're ahead, you should be playing towards the enemy side of the jungle instead of your side of the jungle. Because I've seen a lot of players be 6-1-4, super strong, and then they will keep farming their own jungle, and why you should be playing around this area instead of playing around this area. So if you like this type of content, please let me know what you guys, want me to do next or play next. And, like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And let's get right into it. So what's space? Space is basically, making the enemy struggle. Like, don't let them move. For example, as you guys can see here, right now, I'm playing for this lane. And when we talk about the setup, right? Set up the objective that you want to be getting. It's basically getting the space, getting the vision so that these people cannot do anything about it. And notice how I have control over all of this area, especially because they're all down here. So since they're all down here, I can just go ahead and make use of this area right here so that I can kill the Trundle and get the objective. And you're going to be able to see that and more examples onto the other thing. Obviously, the first example is going to be an example where Gwen is going to be able to get the objective, but at the end of the day, we were able to get the kill and the tower. And now, this is the other example. Since I just took that tower over there, and I'm still controlling all this area on the map, notice how easy it is going to be for me to transition into the mid lane, kill the Orianna, and maybe even get the tier 1 and tier 2 tower mid lane. And this is what I mean by space. Because if I'm controlling all of this area right here, it's going to be really tough for them to actually be in a position where they're not safe. They need to position themselves either here, and then the more space you control on the map, the more places you're going to be where it's going to be dangerous for them, where they cannot actually move. So right here, notice, I controlled the other side. Now this side is clean. I'm defending this Irelia so she can push this tier 2 mid lane. And since there's no one coming, I'm going to be able to take it. But imagine if Zin came here and, try to get his Raptors, try to get his Crux, try to get his Red. He would find me here and we would just kill him. So this is illegal for him. So now he's basically limited to this area around here. So using this tactic will help you a lot in terms of actually making picks and turning those picks into objectives. And basically remember that the main thing that we need to be doing is using that. Another example right here, remember that we are controlling this area. What is this Trundle doing? Just because of my positioning, you can already see that this Trundle is overextending. And because he's overextending, he needs to get punished. And notice how easy it is for you to start getting kills after kills after kills. And this is just going to grow your lead even higher so that you can actually do even better. I just killed that guy because he cannot farm it. This will open up the Herald for me, and if they decided to come here, either I would see them or I would be able to get them. Obviously they stayed bot lane, they're gonna do the dragon, so I'm just trading Herald for dragon here. But then again, this Trundle's falling even farther behind, and it's gonna be a struggle for them to actually do something on the map. So obviously I got the Herald. Notice how this Jhin is not overextending still, but then again, this is going to be a really big risk for him to actually go for. But then again, since I'm still controlling this area, I am not too worried. And this is why it's so important, guys. When you are winning, look at my whole team. They have pressure here. They have pressure here. Yeah, there were a lot of people here, so they have pressure on that area. But at the end of the day, 2 towers are way better than 1. So I'd rather have control over 2 lanes other than 1. And same thing as you can see here. Trundle was overextending over there. What do you think is going to happen to him? We're just going to go ahead and kill him because there's nothing he can do. And now I'm going to use Irelia's pressure and mid lane's pressure to get control over this area because I want to play for this tower and this tier 2. So now I basically see everyone on the map. So I'm just going to go try to kill the Orianna because she's on an illegal place. Like, there's no way she can defend this on her own. But, I use her ultimate, she uses her flash. I'm going to throw the Herald and I'm going to be more than fine. And because of that, notice how long it's been without Sin actually being able to farm something. Because if he tries to farm something, I'm just going to go ahead and kill him. Whether if I was farming here or here, I would not be able to just get here. I would not be able to be here or here. And then he would have all the space on its own so that he can do whatever he wants and come back into the game, which is not what we want. Oriana doesn't learn. We just go ahead and kill her again, and this will open up the space to kill her. But then Xin Zhao again, for some reason, comes in, and you can already see how using the space that you can get while you're playing towards objectives is very useful. And this is something that you guys can definitely do as you play for objectives. This is what I mean when I tell you, okay guys, you know, you're gonna be able to push waves and then rotate and pick people up on rotations. Notice how I went topside, I was able to get this tower, and then I pushed this wave, and then I rotated mid lane. I was able to, on that rotation, pick up this guy right here, and then I was able to get this tower and then the next tower, and then I rotated to this side of the map. So those rotations is what's going to make everything very difficult, because if they sent, for example, 3 people up here and then I rotated, then these people would be moving around the map, they would be wasting a lot of time, and everything would be really difficult for them in order for them to keep up with the power curve. So using that in terms of actually, you know, farming around the area of your map, it's way better, so that you can control more area, you can control the plays that you want to make and the objectives that you want to play for. Because as you can guys see, I've seen a lot of players that when they're ahead, for example M1325, or when I was 614, they would definitely keep farming their jungle. And something when I'm role elo, that is something that I also do. But then when you're this far ahead, you don't want to be farming your jungle. You need to be pressuring something. You need to be either pushing waves, rotating, setting up picks, and then controlling these areas so that you can actually start getting ahead. Obviously, it's way easier for me in this game because Gwen was pushing, Irelia was pushing, and bot lane was pushing. So it was kind of easy for me to identify and try to just basically help them, because if they were not here, I would have done it on my own. I would have definitely pushed this wave, and then rotated, try to make sure I control this quadrant, and then after that start getting picks, so that those picks allow me to get the objectives and basically win the game like that. So yeah, that was the explanation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys want me to play next. If you enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. And as always, stay healthy, drink lots of water, and have fun on the rifts, guys. See you in the next video.